Hi, I am Richard Spouseface. I play DM as well as Kerrigan. Kerrigan is a halfling rogue.
Hi, my name is Gwen. I play Cerulean, a elven fighter.
Hi, I'm Nicholas, and I play Mordecai, the ranger.
Hi, I'm Ralph. I play Duquesne, the young sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I play Nemo, and I am a gnomish bard. Hey guys, welcome to our campaign based off of the Dungeon Crate Epic Encounters. This is our third meeting in this campaign.
Alright, so we are Epic Encounter Session 3. We left off after returning to town. The local militia that has just been formed was out scouting the lizard swamp, or lizard marsh, and happened upon a small tribe of goblins, found a prisoner by the name of Duquesne, who they brought back to town and turned over to the leader of the guard to try and find out any information and see if he's a friendly or not friendly, as well as to lick up and heal up on their wounds and rest for a few days. So we pick up tonight. It's been 2-3 days since they returned to town. We're starting off in the tavern. They walk in and see that it is a fairly crowded tavern this evening. There are visiting merchants traveling through on their way to some of the more bigger and more exotic towns to make their money. What would the adventurers like to do this evening?
In the 3 days from traveling back to here to this point, have I found my familiar?
We'll say since you've been in town, yeah, your familiars managed to show up with you,
Causing a small panic at the entrance to the town.
It's just a small snake, right?
It's a small poisonous snake.
Small snake.
It's a small
Snakes are pretty sneaky. It only makes a chaos if it decides to put itself out in the middle of the street and go.
True. Okay.
Did it get vicious with anyone? It's your snake. Did your snake get vicious with anyone?
It would run before it would do anything else. If somebody decided to, pick it up and, oh my God, try to kill it or anything, it would either run or defend itself. Have they treated anyone for snake bite in the last 3 weeks?
No.
3 days?
Pretty good. Alright, so at the back of the tavern you see Raish and Duquesne sitting. Other than that, just some tavern faces that you don't really recognize from the local villagers. And you see the innkeep isn't there this evening. It's his wife. I don't have a name for her right now.
Mrs. Innkeep.
Mrs. Innkeep, yeah. Mrs. Yarton.
I'm being interrogated. I'm waiting for the questions. So.
At this point, you are just sitting at the back of the bar with Raish. You're not being interrogated any longer. He does not find you to be of any kind of threat, and from what it sounds like from speaking with you, you seem on board with helping out the town with what they're doing in the Lizard Marsh.
Absolutely.
Is there anything anybody in the party wanted to do this evening in the tavern? Yes, Gwendolyn?
I would like to get some drinks and food.
You would like to get some food and some drink. Well, that is not a bad idea at all. Where would you like to do this at? Would you like to go and join Raish and Duquesne, or would you like to grab the empty table, or up at the bar? Where do you want to go sit?
I want to come sit over here
Over-
with my Mondo character, Damien.
Over there with the random elven merchant? Sure thing, kiddo.
Kinship.
We will move the elf over with the other elves.
You ask them about
Elf
their
party.
travels.
Talk elf stuff.
Let's see. And it will cost you. We'll say 7 silver pieces for your drink and your food as you're eating in kind with your kin and their tastes.
She went top shelf and she is stuffed.
You know, when you decide
You
to
tip
eat
well.
with the elves
True.
and drink with the elves, they don't buy the cheap wine.
No.
I don't know where my gold is.
Well, that's okay. Daddy can help. It's
Don't
on
use a pen.
the second page back here.
That's fine. Don't use a pen on your character sheets. All
Daddy's
I'm
got a
saying.
pencil right here. So we have to take 12 away from the 80, which will leave 68. There you go.
Did I find my gear? I was captive, by the way.
You did find your gear.
Just want to know if I need to go shopping again.
You found your gear. The proper question is whether you should ask the people that brought you back to town if they brought your gear.
I kind of was under scrutiny on the way back, wasn't I? Okay.
And if we haven't sold it yet.
Didn't happen to offload a light crossbow, a dagger, a punching dagger, and a long spear.
I dropped the bag at his feet.
With the 8-foot pole sticking out of the top.
Yep.
So apparently you're back here.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're screaming across the bar. Did you bring my stuff?
Did you happen to bring my weapons into the tavern?
And then, after dropping off that stuff, I'm going to go and grab 3 of the largest
Is that you or is that him?
containers of alcohol that the barkeep can supply.
Okay.
Dude, he rolls 3 barrels over.
I'm going to go and talk with these dwarves here.
You're gonna go sit down with the dwarves.
I'm gonna go have some drinks with the dwarves.
Let's see if he can keep
Hanging out
up.
in the middle of the tavern. Like,
It's not about keeping up. It's about learning what the merchants are doing.
3 of her largest,
Flagons.
3 of her largest, which basically turn out to be like large pitcher jars.
Yeah.
Of you wanted
Now you got their
high
attention.
class ale or
I'm trying to get these dwarves drunk, so yeah.
The good stuff.
So high grade ale. So that's it's gonna run you about 25 silver piece.
Okay. I give her 30 for a tip.
Oh, how polite of you.
I like working in round numbers.
Yeah, I hate making change. I do.
And then you're just gonna walk right up to the dwarven table and just set it down and what? Make a charisma, a diplomacy, a what?
I'm making an alcohol check. This round's on me, +6.
I set down one of these flagons in front of each of the dwarves, and I guess I'm going to make a...
That's...
I guess it would be a straight charisma check.
If you don't have anything in diplomacy, yeah, it'd be a straight charisma check.
14?
They don't have levels of ale. You can buy it by the mug or by the gallon. And you gave her 30 silver. She rolled up a donkey cart in the back and gave you a couple of casks.
The book only has for like standard.
Right, so
He
you...
wanted top shelf, so I mean we're talking like some
Dwarven me.
old dwarven.
Aged me. I had to impress the dwarves.
Yeah, see those guys over there? Give me your best of their stuff.
Pretty much.
Okay.
How else do you expect a dwarf to talk?
You got his attention at least.
All right, so yeah, you walk up and you set the flagons down, and you just set the flagons down, or
I say hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
it hasn't been a bad evening, but I see it looks like it's about to get better.
Oh, that's
What do you got in the flagons there?
Oh, only the innkeeper's finest dwarven ale.
Well, the finest, you say?
Aye,
Well, I'll be the judge of that, I guess.
I guess so.
So the gentleman across from you, he reaches out, grabs, and pours probably half the thing down his throat, and probably a good third of it ending up in his beard is well in typical dwarven style. Sets it down and aye, that is some good dwarven ale. Have yourself a seat, have some. What can I do for you this evening?
I'm just wondering how business is going.
Well, business hasn't been bad. Hasn't been great. I mean, it's still a little early in this evening. And a little early in the evening.
Well, there you go. Well, let's keep drinking.
Aye.
Good Irish talk, Daddy.
Dwarven.
Dwarven talk.
Dwarven. Oh, it's Irish and human. Dwarven and dwarf. Scottish.
Is there anything that Nemo is up to at this particular time?
I appear to be standing in the middle of the tavern with you. And I don't know why we're standing in the middle of the tavern. I'm gonna walk up and take a seat at the bar. Maybe. I can't see over the bar.
You are? No. That's normal.
You're gonna hop
Have a
onto
seat
a stool.
on the bar.
I don't really have anything I can use for a stool for your character. Sorry.
They call this a pint.
Give her
I don't know if it'll
a... exactly.
You can use
Oh.
this.
No, that won't work, honey. Thank you, though.
Give him
No
a D6.
Squirtle,
There you
Richard.
go. There you go.
I don't have normal size D6. I'm a no.
Right. I have a small one though. That'll work on the stool. See? There you go.
There we go. Okay, so I'm sitting at the bar, and I go ahead and just purchase myself some ale and make nice with the bartender.
All right. Well, that's like a silver piece for the evening, sitting there sipping on ale. Because I'm
putting
assuming
this
you're
in.
not wanting like the high class, expensive ass ale.
No,
that you
I'm just
grabbed.
gonna sit there, though I'm probably gonna pony up like 5 silver pieces now because I'm gonna sit there and get through the evening.
And the other little folk will be up there with you.
Our little stools.
They cater to everyone.
Yes, they do.
Well, and we are frequenters of this establishment because it's where our militia meets regularly. So I'd expect them to be nice to us. That's why I'm making nice with the bartender. Make friends. That way later on when I come in and I'm like, hey, you seen anybody such and such? Maybe the bartender will, we'll have a relationship going already of some degree. And we sit here and make small talk about the weather. Any new ale in?
So, you see that the adventurers made their way that had grabbed you, and one of them was nice enough to drop your gear off at the table. About an hour goes by, you've been sitting at the table, just chit-chatting with Raish. You've been sitting at the table with dwarves, elves,
I'm keeping up, too. They have respect for me now.
just sitting at the table with some...
Damn. Yeah.
And I speak Dwarvish.
with the barkeep. So,
Hi.
is there anything that you're going to do now? Or are you just going to spend the rest of the evening hanging out, chit-chatting with Raish?
Is that me?
Yep.
Yes, that's
You
you.
gonna kiss ass the boss all night?
No. I'm gonna go talk to the elves
Hey.
in Elven.
Okay.
Impress a couple of new friends.
Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah. And they're female. So why not?
Not the elves, I meant impressing new friends.
Oh.
We're all like sitting chit-chatting, trying to make connections. We're networking tonight.
Yep.
And
Except for-
only one of the elves is female.
Oh, okay.
Me?
Okay,
You're-
2 of the elves is female. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Cerulean.
So I was going to suggest a topic, but because of that, I hold that back.
So you approach the table with Cerulean and the other 2 elves.
Yes. Are any of the glasses empty? Or are there glasses?
There are glasses. They seem to be about half full. Same with the bottle of fine wine that is sitting upon the table.
Here's some food. Oh, you left.
Yep, just for a second.
Okay. There's
I'm
some
gonna
food
procure
waiting
some
in your
fine wine.
spot for you to eat.
Was it the only thing on the table?
No, they also had a selection of like breads, cheese, and like veggies,
Exactly what I was going to bring back over.
elven style fare upon their table.
Charcuterie.
Remember, Gwen went in and dropped a bunch of money on them already. She came in and
Oh, that's
dropped,
right.
like 30
Okay.
gold piece on food and drink.
That's right.
And I tried to give you some food, but you ran away to get your own food right when I gave it to
So I don't know how the elves are gonna look upon you when one of their kind was trying to offer you their hospitality and you just ran off. Like, what are they? And then you just walk back with nothing.
Walk back with a second bottle.
you. And here's
This is what I
some
was looking at.
food.
So I don't even know how much I spent.
How much did I spend?
Bottle of fine wine.
Yep.
5 or 10 silver. I think.
Believe you were right on
It
that.
is whatever you say it is. You is the god of this world. If you say it's 5 silver, it's 5 silver. Don't matter what that book says.
And it's a good price.
Better than what the book will tell you.
About half. About twice, actually twice as much. So it's 3, 4.
Alright, so you return to the table with another bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
My pencil broke.
Anything
Now
else?
that's in the can.
Just introduce myself, kind of a stranger. Here under not forcible circumstances, but given the circumstances, it turned out for the best. So I'm just introducing myself around the table, getting to know are these inhabitants of the town, or are they just,
They're merchants.
what do they sell?
I'm gonna say roleplay it.
I don't sell anything.
Walk
You're
up
not
to the
one of the
table
to the
merchants.
table
You're
and
hanging out with
introduce
the
yourself.
merchants.
Okay.
Oh, I'm hanging out with the merchants with Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I'm on the team. So the other people.
It's Ralph. Just
Come on,
trying to talk.
Beluski.
Mm-hmm. Good evening, fair folk. My name is Duquesne. I understand that you are merchants traveling through the area, and was just wondering in what fare do you trade?
Daddy, there's some more lead in my pencil.
Well, then you're done with the pencil for right now.
Oh,
Our trade is usually that of elven metalwork. Myself and my partner here travel usually between the forests of Neverwinter and Silvery Moon, and stop along the way at Mithril Hall and see where we may be able to sell our wares at little small villages and towns along the way.
That'll work. Would that be in weaponry or jewelry? A little of both? Neither?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of
We
both.
tend to dabble.
It's okay if I have a
Myself, I tend to work the forge, while my wife, she crafts the fine jewels and gems into beautiful trinkets that the human women seem to adore.
Kind of looks like where you were unsure of which way to go. I might be able to help with that. Just let me know when we get to a spot like that.
All right.
We've already discussed in length since I have no direction. I can find north anywhere we are, and we have a north mark on the map. So
I can mark a spot on a tree. You know, kind of breadcrumbs type thing. I was just offering.
yeah, no, I'm just saying that if we do get lost, all I have to do is find north, and we can orient on the map.
Okay.
Also, I have 100 pieces of chalk.
We'll mark up those trees real good.
Save my magic.
Alright, so were we going west or east, yo?
We could try for the west too, I guess. Those are the closest ones to where we are. Coming into the swamp from town over here.
I think those are the eastern two.
Yeah,
Maybe.
never eat
Oh, yeah.
soggy Wheaties, bud.
The eastern two then.
Oh yeah, we'll take out the western two.
Gwen,
Eastern.
if you do that, you'll break all the lead. Stop playing with the pencil when you don't need it.
Which entrance to the swamp do we take?
You're talking to Dwarven again.
Because he's playing a dwarf.
We go here.
Yep.
Probably go here. Or here. There's another one down here and here.
Take the first one. And then
Yeah.
we...
Yep.
I
We'll
think
go right
that's
there.
not what I meant. Because there's still no way... Oh, okay, I see now. This line had me confused trying to see it through the...
Alright. So then, we will mark our travelers as here. That's a little big. I want something slightly smaller than that.
There's a piece of something on the table right here. Whatever this is.
Okay, that works. Huh. So there's our travelers.
Welcome back to Kingdom of One Arrow. We use random things we find on the table.
Darn straight we do. So we do have one of our travelers who has a ability to track. The Lizard Marsh is fairly overgrown and stuff, as it doesn't get a lot of travel, so we will need you to track to see if you can find the right path.
Right path.
Thought we were
18.
taking the left one.
18. Which path were you aiming for?
This one. Towards the stone that we wanted to go to.
Alrighty, and again, it gets to a point where the path gets kind of muddled again. Let's see if we can re-roll that track.
24.
24. Alright, so we'll continue along again, and let's give us another one where it starts to kind of widen off again.
24.
Alright, so you guys managed
Rolling,
fairly easily
DM hating, trying to catch
Find
us
your way.
rolling dirty.
to the next cave in the marsh. At this point, you guys left, I'm guessing, early morning again from town.
That's how
Yep.
It was about mid-afternoon when you got to the marsh. Now you're looking 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
What season is it? What time does the sun set?
It's early spring. Sunset is about 7:30.
Alright, alright.
Is that VII or?
Let's get backhanded.
No violence at the table unless it's on the minis.
Fair. Alright, so let's go ahead
I'm
and
about
clear
to get
this out of the
boned.
way.
Dragon's gonna come out and jump me. The dragon swoops down and snatches Mordecai out of the air. He is no longer with the game.
Mordecai was in the air.
Into the air?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, somebody watch 6.
spot checks.
18.
Roll this. And add
That'll be my
this
highest roll of
number.
night.
Oh, no, there is
10.
no number there.
21.
Add
18.
plus 4 is 22. Alright, so,
Where do I find it?
sounds like
You don't.
Oh.
Sounds like everybody sees it. So, in front of you is yet another cave. This one appears
Yay.
abandoned, with moss and vines almost hiding it from sight. As you approach, because I'm assuming that's what you guys are going to do, you hear shouts and the ringing of metal on metal.
There's already a fight going on in there.
Sounds like we should be here.
Before we do anything else, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Let's go into battle.
Can I try and sneak up and see if I can get a better look at what's going on inside the cave?
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna try and sneak up and see if I can peek inside the cave and get a better look at what's going on. So, move silently, I rolled a 15. Hide, I rolled an 18. Did I successfully make it to the cave?
You did.
Okay. And 12 on spot.
You look around and kind of move some of the vines and moss and peer into the depths of the cave.
Damn.
And in the back of the cave, you see a glowing blue shard. This just seems to be floating in this pedestal of light.
Oh, that's promising.
That doesn't seem suspicious at all.
Nope.
Totally normal. Always gems floating in light.
Man, okay.
But you see nothing that would give reason for you to believe that there is any kind of
Commotion.
being caused from inside.
Okay. Well, I waved the other adventurers over because obviously there's nothing.
Okay.
That's
Listen
right.
checks.
It's the wrong die. There we go. Ouch.
13.
11.
15.
23.
Roll a track.
My ouch is an 11.
17.
Okay. You hear
15.
what is the unmistakable crying scream of a female in pain coming from west of your position, as well as the continued and increased sound of metal upon metal.
Well,
I'm
I think we should go
scared.
investigate. I heard a lady scream.
Did we all hear that? Or just everybody who rolled over something?
Everybody who was over 15.
Okay, so I didn't hear it. Thanks for
rolled a
letting me
15.
know.
That's what you heard.
Okay.
Well, I don't hear it, but I trust your instinct. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check out the woman screaming.
Okay. So off that way then?
No, that would be east.
That's north.
Yeah, so that would be east. If
Okay.
it was off
Sorry,
to the
it
west,
was
it'd
off
be
to
this
your east, not
Okay.
to your west. My apologies.
That's okay, I made that mistake just a few minutes ago.
Alright, you follow the sounds of what you can only assume to be combat and find
Is that the elves from the night before?
Not the same. But it smells. And do I have enough pieces out currently? I don't think I do, so... Crap. Okay. What you see is 12 kobolds attacking a small family with a farm wagon. And a baby cries pierce the air as kobolds constantly try reaching up, snatching it from the mother.
Is this outside the cave or inside the cave?
This is outside the cave, from west of the clearing, and you end up like coming up to the edge of the swamp, and in front of you you can actually see the trade route.
Okay. I was just confused for a second why this family had their wagon in the cave. It seems like a really silly move to me.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
12 kobolds.
What language do kobolds speak? I don't know.
I think it's actually like koboldish.
I'm gonna roll to see
These
if
are all
my character
kobolds.
knows what language kobolds speak. I should. They're one of my favorite enemies.
Straight knowledge check.
$20.
Draconic.
I don't speak that. Anybody speak Draconic?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You want to see if you can holler a cease and desist at these suckers before we just come in?
And not only that, I might even be able to make it sound scary.
Oh, I'm scared already.
Oh, good.
If Connor was screaming, it'd be a good thing because there's already a baby screaming.
It's kind of a horrible thing to say.
It can't
that's
augment
not
my
cool.
voice, but it can.
Now don't start using up your magic now.
Oh, I can do this a couple of times a day. Prestidigitation it can make sounds like tinkling glass, things like that. Would you allow it to make an echo? It can't reproduce another magic's effect. But I should be able to manipulate it to make it repeat what I'm saying.
I will allow it to like echo the final word that was said, but not like an entire sentence or something like that. No. It's,
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a simple trick. So
Right.
if it's something like leave or die, 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 die.
Okay. I was just going to say stop, but that sounds better.
Stop, 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 stop.
And stop your action now or prepare for battle.
I like that one better. So in Draconic, I shout out Prestidigitation to make it echo, and in my most guttural voice in Draconic, stop or die, 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 die.
Okay. Roll an intimidate.
I don't have Intimidate.
You don't, but you're intimidating them.
Yes,
with
I am.
this.
So it is a straight charisma check.
Wait, hi.
Thankfully, my biggest number.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't need
That's only a 12, though, but they are kobolds.
You're throwing so much shade.
So you yell out in Draconic, which on the other side just to the small farming family,
Right.
It sounds as evil as can be. They all are terrified
The
by your
family.
voice.
The family.
Yes. And huddle tighter and closer together on their wagon and just start hugging each other and saying their goodbyes. About half of the kobolds are also frightened by this voice that calls out.
Frightened is not fleeing.
Frightened is not fighting.
And 3 of them turn tail and flee. The other 3 are bolstered by their comrades and remain behind.
At this point, may I shout out to the family?
Speaking is a free action, so yes, and then everybody will roll an initiative.
Alright, well, then I'll just roll initiative, because I was going to roll diplomacy with what I said.
Well, you're welcome to do so.
Okay, well,
Do I have to roll die?
in
Not
a minute.
until after I'm done interacting with Mommy.
So, I holler out in common to the family, please disregard my loud friend. I know he sounds horrible, but he is simply trying to get the kobolds to leave without having to resort to violence. And I roll my diplomacy, which is an 8. It's an 8. 8.
I think that's why it's called a D8.
Well, if it wasn't called a D20, I would agree with you.
So you see the 2 older of the family members calm slightly at your words. The third is still rather hysterical.
Is that the baby? 2/3. So 2 of them are adults and one's a baby, right?
There's 4.
Oh, okay. I was missing one.
The baby's in Mom's arms, so not represented on board.
Yeah. Dad still lost it, but the baby calmed down.
But it's the older of the children that is still hysterical. Mom and Dad have kind of calmed down from your shout, but the older of the children, who looks to be about 9 or 10, is still freaking out and losing their mind.
I bet they're
Oh,
scared.
no.
And baby obviously is too, because there's mean, evil things around it. So yeah, everybody is going to need to roll their initiatives.
Is this straight die?
Yes.
The only one you have is the right one. Yay, that was incomplete grab.
Nemo?
17.
3. I got a 3 on my initiative.
You got a 3 and a 4, so you got a 7 on your initiative.
Great job, me.
Duquesne?
11.
18.
Oh, I'm the only one that's in the 1 digit. 1. Oh. Everyone else has 2 digits. Ooh.
Alrighty.
From Umbridge.
Exactly. Kerrigan is first in action. He's top of the order. We haven't
Excuse me.
been seen yet. So he's going to attempt to quietly move himself here without being seen. And he will succeed.
that's going to be a double movement for him and end his turn. So after him comes Mordecai.
Okay. And I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna take a swing at that kobold in front of me.
Okay.
22.
22 is going to hit.
For 9 points of damage.
Alright. Next is Nemo.
I'm gonna draw my bow.
Okay. Gonna do anything else?
Am I allowed to do anything else?
Yeah.
I will. Usually you find a way for that to be my entire turn, so I assumed you would.
That's your move action. If you stay right where you're at and you fire, you can fire.
Shoot the cobalt directly in front of me.
Okay.
I miss. It's a 6. It's a 7. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay.
Pretty much the same action. I draw my light crossbow, shoot the same cobalt.
The one directly in front.
Yep. For slightly better than that. For a 7.
Miss.
Miss.
You didn't roll slightly better than that. I also had a 7.
Oh, so exactly as good as that.
Definitely a miss. Yep. Yep. Let's see. These two. Come here. This one is going to have been shot at and come running up here. Let's see. The two that are over by
You spoiled my
Mordecai.
plan.
15 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Okay. The one that just ran up in front of Duquesne misses. These ones kind of do this and don't really want to let the family get away, so they keep blocking the front of the wagon. Cerulean, what would you like to do?
Well, my plan that I did have when that wasn't by me was to move until I was 2 squares by it to draw my bow, but I can't now because that would give that bad guy a chance to hit me.
Well, you could always try and slash him with your sword.
So proud that she remembered about attacks of opportunity. Your second session. I'm so proud of you.
So do you want to slash at him with your sword since he's right in front of you?
Will a bow hit him
He'll get to try and hit you, remember?
if I use my bow?
If you try and
Does he
use
have
your
to
bow
take
when
it
he's
out?
right next to you, he'll get a chance to hit you.
Okay, I'll try and stab it in the heart.
He'll try and stab him in the heart. Alright. Go ahead and roll for it.
18.
You threaten to hit him with a critical, so roll again.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
You confirmed your critical hit.
Good job.
Instead of rolling 1 die for damage, you get to roll 2 dice for damage.
Woohoo!
So you got a lot
There
better
you go.
chance of killing him.
4.
Plus 6 for 10. So you stabbed him right in the heart like you wanted to.
Yes! Taking
You
him out
took
and
your
making...
blade, plunged it right into his chest, pulled it out with a sick little... And he
Yes!
fell dead to the ground.
That means I'll get to use my plan on some of the other guys. I always find a way to use my old plan.
Mordecai, it is your turn again.
I'm gonna take a whack at the guy in front of me.
Okay,
I
then.
thought you were at the
You're
top
right.
of the order.
You're right. I
Let's
forgot
see.
about him.
Oh
You
yeah.
forgot about yourself.
I did. So I guess he'll just take like another 5-foot step and throw a dagger, since he's still hidden. Ooh, it's a good thing he gets to sneak attack.
Probably been crying for like an hour.
That's a hit.
2d4. Or no, a d4 and a d6, right?
Yep.
Friggin' rogues.
Do it like a rogue does.
That's the reason I picked a ranger, because I was already a rogue for my last character.
Alright, so Connor went to bed
He
3
said-
hours early.
Nope, that's not what I needed. I
Guess
needed
so.
the 4.
He's still asleep.
Oh.
Put him down for
That's
last
going
nap
to
at
be
5.
10 points of damage. So
About
that
5.
one's gonna
Yep, and
stick
he's not awake.
right into his
So-
temple.
Killing it like I did.
Pretty much. Yep, dropped it in one hit. Now Mordecai gets to go.
22. Does
22
hit.
is gonna hit.
7 points damage.
7 points damage will kill. Next is Nemo.
And match. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Come on, Nemo. Yeah!
16!
That'll hit.
Nemo.
Yay, I get to
Go
roll.
Nemo!
I don't think I've rolled damage like once in this game yet. So.
Jeez.
Yeah, this campaign has not been nice to me.
I haven't yet either.
Dude, I'm using these science dice from Dungeon Crate, and they don't like me. That's a 5. 5 points.
5 points of damage.
Yay!
Go Nemo!
Nemo, not Nemo.
Nemo. Nemo like Nemo from Finding Dory.
Nemo, like, it's Latin for nobody.
That's funny. Same with the crossbow. 5'10". That one.
Okay.
$18.
Hits.
Light crossbow is D8. Light crossbow D8.
Heavy crossbows D8. I think.
Heavy crossbow is a D10. That much I do know.
Then light's probably a D8. I'm not sure. Don't you have it written down on your paper? Like it's one of your weapons. Why
Yeah.
isn't it on your paper?
I don't know. I just forgot to look. I'm looking through the
We're
wrong.
both to come to the table with this.
I'm looking through the
popcorn.
wrong part of my glasses. Yes, it is a D8.
I
Okay.
was looking through the wrong part of my glasses.
They're progressive.
You're old.
Not officially. I have one more year.
It depends. You can probably get free drinks at Taco Bell already.
Nope, not yet. That's 50. Not there yet. This is my last year with a 4 in front of it. Thank you.
I turned 28 on Saturday. You're old.
7 points.
He is dead.
So Mom's been dodging AARP for the last 3 years. I haven't
Alright.
seen anything come to the house yet. Lori got her
So-
first when she was 49.
Last two kobolds, after seeing all of their companions die or flee, turn tail and run their asses into
Can
the
I shoot him with my bow as he's running away?
Let's see. At a dead run,
In 6 seconds.
he's going to make it 80. Yeah.
All
You can
right.
attempt to shoot one of them before they are out of your range.
Moving target.
At a movement speed of 20 feet per round at a full out run, he can go 80 feet, and you've got a 110 foot range.
Yep.
Nice.
17.
With,
Daddy?
that's after his minus. That's going to hit.
He's going to pick him up off the ground. He's going to pass his buddy.
Wasn't I supposed to?
For 14 points of damage.
We killed everything.
Actually,
And
he
they're
keeps
running
running, and his last vision is to see his nose go flying out in front of him.
So as these things get smaller and smaller in the distance, the ranger just pulls the large composite longbow of +4 strength off of his back. Knocks an arrow, pulls back, locks sight with the kobold, lifts the arrow about 6 inches above its head and looses. And just watches as that kobold continues its run and just stumbles,
and lays lifeless on the plain ground.
I was waiting for it just stops as it drops through him and pins him to the ground. Because if you only had like 6 hit points and you hit him for 14,
Yeah.
there's some extra comedy in that.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Damn, it feels good to be a ranger.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Go, Uncle. Go, Uncle. Go, Uncle. Uh-huh.
total experience for the encounter, 300.
300 XP
So
levels me.
that's total.
You said 300?
So divided by
Oh.
5.
Oh,
Is 60.
yeah.
Which still levels me?
Levels all of us, right?
Nope.
Not Ralph, because he wasn't here for
I
the
was
first night. Okay, we are now second level. We need to roll some HP dice.
Oh, my hit dice a D8, huh?
Oh.
Sweet. So,
What's
Right.
con?
And so that'll take care of combat. You also receive 100 gold pieces as a thank you from the family for
So,
saving their lives and saving their
Split
baby.
between 6.
Yep.
Alright, just a second.
6 or 5?
5, so
That
20.
20 piece.
20.
That will move us from the road. I'm guessing we're going to go back to the clearing in the cave.
Yep.
Yes.
We'll erase all of that in a little while. It can stay there while we put up the cave. That's okay.
You always just flip over the mat, too.
Unless you have octagons.
Yep. Octagon's on the other side. Alright, so we are back at the entrance to the cave.
Feel like.
So far we have had Mordecai approach the cave and peer inside. When he did, he could see the glowing blue shard floating in a pillar of light near the back of the chamber.
At some point, did you impart into us what you saw?
Yes. I waved you over before we heard the blood-curdling scream of the baby.
I thought so, but I wanted to make sure we stated that for sure.
Before we go into the cave, I put the crossbow away. The long spear off my back. Now I'm ready.
Alright. And what order are people going to approach and enter the cave?
I'd like to go first unless anybody has better than low light vision, because I do have low light vision. I feel like in a cave that would be helpful.
I think the best anybody here has is low light vision.
Is it okay if I go second after Nemo?
It is okay if you go second after Nemo.
Thank you, Daddy.
Second to last or last.
So I found this ring in the cave. And I was wondering if anybody could help me figure out if there's anything special about it.
Alright, note for camera. We did have the camera die for a moment, so we missed one encounter with the camera in which we entered a cave, retrieved a stone, Nemo was temporarily paralyzed, which was lifted, and Mordecai found some stuff that he may or may not be telling the party about. Okay, proceed.
I found this ring. And I don't know if there's anybody here who can tell me if there's anything special about this ring.
May I take a look?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast read magic. Or detect magic, excuse me.
Detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. You do detect a magical presence.
Anyway, I won't be giving anything away. It's 20 plus the spell level to try and identify the actual spell that's on it. And that ain't it. But it is a 10. It's definitely magical. I have no clue what it does.
Well, then I guess there's only one way to find out. Have the ring back. Alright, put the ring on.
Okay. You slip. You slip the ring around your finger, and nothing immediately happens. You notice a slight lightness to your step, but nothing else really seems out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Detect magic is still up. Does he look any different?
Not particularly. No.
Lighter in step.
He seems to be prancing through the tulips to music only he can hear.
That's what we have a bar for.
Ring of Fae.
He may be poisoning pigeons in the park.
As long as it's not the masochism tango, we're okay.
Alright, so then, that concluded our activities in this current clearing. Where would we like to continue our adventure from here? Are we just going to continue clockwise around the marsh, or...
That would actually be prudent, because we're closest to here. Once we clear that, we can try to make our way back around, and not only will we be going towards the 4th gem, but we'll also be heading home. Suggestion.
I agree.
Alright. Sounds like that's probably going to be the best course of action then. So that would have us needing a track to find the correct path out. Let's keep it on the table and roll it.
That was way better than the 6 I rolled prior. 24.
24. So we're going to start venturing down path. And then we notice we come to a split, and there's multiple paths for us to take. Which one are we going to take with the track?
I want to take the southern route towards the next cave.
Alright, so we're tracking for the southern route.
And I critically failed.
And we failed. Alrighty.
We get lost in the creek somewhere. Somehow, now we're on the western side of the marsh.
But we don't know that we failed.
Can I roll a no direction?
To know which way is north?
Yeah.
You may certainly roll to know which way is north.
Nope.
Okay.
North is now a badger named Don't Give a Shit.
Alrighty then.
Freaking
So,
honey
is it,
badger.
do we actually think we're going the right way and end up not, or are we all just confused and say, okay, let's just go that way?
At this point right now, you are following Mordecai, who has led you guys into about ankle-high bog that seems to be increasing in depth as you go.
So the short folk are up to the waist.
Nemo's swimming.
All right, so here you are
Yep. There
in
we
a bog.
are. That's where we've been.
You've been following the lead of this fool,
Oh boy, I love it when you call them pet names.
who lost his way in the swamp.
Again.
I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque, guys. I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Guess they don't start out legendary.
So, what y'all doing? Where y'all going?
Still figuring out my level.
I'm going to check my surroundings.
You're gonna check your surroundings.
Trees.
All right, that is not a bad idea.
Trees.
And I'm also going to listen, too.
Ooh.
See if I hear anything.
Sounds like a good idea.
I didn't hear shit.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Right as
Your
you start
eardrums
listening,
kicking.
all you catch is the
Right?
of the mosquito as it buzzes up and lands on your earlobe.
Smacking yourself in the face.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting rid of the mosquito.
I do the same thing. Listen, check, spot check. Listen, check. I hear the same mosquito. Spot check.
You hear him smack himself in the head.
Yep. I actually see the mosquito. That's a 20. So spot check. Do I see anything other than the mosquito?
I rolled a 25 on my spot tech, so I can see. I just can't hear shit.
Let me roll first too, so that I can get in on this action. My listen is slightly better because I have a +8, so it's an 11.
So you hear the mosquito, you hear him smack himself, and you hear him go.
All right, and my spot is a 16.
All right. So looking around, you see swamp areas that look like they're likely going to contain deeper water around you. That you probably don't want to spend too much time trying to wade through.
I reroll track to find my way out of this bullshit.
Go ahead.
He's gonna reroll a nat 20 to get out of this.
Hey,
No, go ahead.
If you do, we
Go ahead
totally
and roll.
bypass whatever this is. But
17.
17. Your track skill does show you that you're standing in the middle of the swamp, but you think you've pinpointed which one on the map. You believe that you are currently
High knowledge nature for certainty.
here in the middle of this swamp. Meaning you would need to continue southward to get back to the trail and back on location.
Okay.
Which southward from your current location, north and south.
Okay. Well then, can I also roll knowledge geography to help us pinpoint drier spots of land so we don't get muddied up in the water?
I outlined the water
Okay.
for you because you could see it.
Okay.
So,
Well then, I guess we need to go this way, guys.
I am so not used to playing a character that doesn't have a bunch of skills.
Right.
alright, well, suppose Kerrigan can try and scout ahead a little bit for you guys, if you would like him to. He is all, like, roguish and stuff.
Should have
Yeah.
used the word.
How do you guys feel about sending Kerrigan out?
How does Kerrigan feel about going out?
He's pretty much an NPC. He'll do whatever he's asked to.
Make me money. Please.
So he'll go out, and he'll do some moving and sneaking.
And then he'll attract whatever big, bad, nasty is waiting out there for us.
You're right, my dice like me.
Is that listed
They
in the
don't
spot?
always like you guys because they like me. No, this is a hide and a move silent. Which is a 28 and a 20.
Jeez.
Rogues are ridiculous that way.
That's why I miss playing one. Here I am trying not to step on anybody's toes by bringing the same class. There's like two in the party.
Nope, he's good. So he's gonna move himself
I hide and move silent for Furion before he died. It was like
here,
35
Jeez.
before rolling.
and then he'll do a spot and a listen. He sees and hears fucking everything. A 20 and a 19. I mean, a nat 20.
He
and
threatened a
19.
critical on a spot check.
He sees
So-
every mosquito flapping its wings individually. Ruh-roh.
No, it's ruh-roh. My gesture
And he's got
barge is sort of
fucking nerves of
ventriloquism.
steel.
And he went what?
I said, and he's got fucking nerves of steel. Because what he saw
Didn't make him run away.
didn't make him freeze in terror.
Oh. Oh, again.
Yeah, okay. So Kerrigan turns and looks at the party. Eyes the size of saucers. As he just kind of points ahead and doesn't really know what else
To do?
to do.
Okay, so do we have to roll spot to see if we see Kerrigan motioning at us?
No, because you all watched him go. He was only hiding from the enemies. So I'm imagining you all watched him hide and sneak over there and were keeping an eye on him to see what happened.
Failure spot check on him and he disappears.
He's going to attempt to move back.
Okay.
At least we have
And he
that.
fails.
Okay.
Don't.
Well, we don't know that he failed yet.
Nick, you're not allowed to say things anymore.
I'm just watching Rick roll.
He gets there.
Rick roll.
So he gets up next to you and looks at you and goes, "There's a fucking ogre." And about the time the word ogre comes out of his mouth, you all hear a loud, thunderous roar rip through the area.
Hide.
Crap. In that order.
Don't want to give any smells away.
I guess I would have to smell worse than he does in order for him to smell it.
It's true.
It starts moving this direction.
We all try to hide.
You saw what happened last time when I tried that.
I attempted to hide. Kerrigan failed his hide, which is why he was standing out in the open. So it at least knows Kerrigan's there.
How deep's the water?
Are you sure he
You
knows?
don't know.
Where I'm standing.
Where you're standing, like ankle deep.
Is
It's
it?
not like
Where
water
does it
so much
appear to
as
be
like
on
water
Kerrigan?
and mud.
And is he about to face us? Or we can see him, but he can't see us yet.
He's staring straight at Kerrigan, and at this point, roll your hide. He sees you.
24?
He sees you.
14.
Sees you.
Crit fail.
Sees you.
I mean, it's still an 11, but crit fail.
And sees Cerulean as well. He sees everybody. Everybody give me a spot check.
12.
10.
21.
Okay.
Did you see shit?
I do.
He does. So this ogre, you take a good look and you see that it doesn't look right. Half of its chest seems to be rotted and decayed. You can see ribs sticking out from underneath the flesh. One of its arms is bent and broken in an odd and awkward angle, and it walks with a strange shuffle in its gait as though it...
Do I smell decay in the air?
Roll a smell check.
You are too far away and you don't have a scent skill.
So mostly all that anyone can smell right now is just the swampy.
Swampy
Funk.
swamp.
I mean, what swamp doesn't kind of smell a bit like decay? So, fun time roll initiative.
Run!
You say fun time in front of that like it really makes it better. Yay, that
Yay.
didn't suck.
That didn't suck.
18.
Well, then you probably beat
4,
me.
22.
20.
I got an 18.
That's what I
Yeah,
rolled.
I'd practically have to
I
roll a
rolled a
20 to get a
16.
20 for initiative, so...
Do-do-do-do-do. Researching. These are going to be fun to post on YouTube because the first half is very child friendly, and the second half we cuss a lot because Gwen went to bed.
Alright, so top of the order is going to be Mordecai.
Okay. Do I have line of sight?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and shoot with my bow.
Sounds good. Go ahead and try and shoot it with your bow. Your doe
Throw money
too.
at it.
And critical?
Make it
Threatened critical?
rain.
Yay for nat 20s.
Totally making it rain.
And 7, I'm sure, does not hit this guy.
I'm sure you're right. It does not hit this guy.
So at least hit the damn thing.
You did hit the damn thing. You just didn't crit.
Just didn't crit. For 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay. So you shoot the arrow, it thuds into the ogre's chest, and it has, like, no reaction. It might as well have been a bee sting, as far as it's concerned. The ogre closes in.
It always makes him so nervous when he's about to kill us.
Why wouldn't it make me nervous when I'm about to kill? Shit, I'm
Why
about
does
to
it?
fucking kill me.
Chop his own foot off.
No, I'm about to kill Kerrigan, aka me.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking dead.
Well, we sent him out ahead. Because we're such nice people. My little halfling friend won't lose as short as me.
You have 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it picks up its giant great club and slams it down atop my head, leaving Kerrigan laying prone on the ground, clinging to life, barely. So next in an order of initiative, we do have Duquesne.
5-foot step backwards. Is this thing large or giant? An ogre is
Large.
Okay. He couldn't hit me there anyway. Good. Okay, so 5, 10. Backwards. Don't know what's back here. Anyway, 15. I shoot him. Crossbow. For 2 points.
Okay. Crossbow bolt thuds into his chest. Next we have Nemo.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Ghost Sound. Here. It's gonna be equal to 8 humans yelling, and it's gonna sound as though it's receding off that direction. He needs to roll a will save.
What's he need to beat?
13.
So he turns and looks back that direction.
It lasts for 2 rounds.
Okay, well, it's not his action, so he can't do more than just turn around right now.
I just figured how long it lasted would be important.
Okay.
Keep forgetting I actually have that as
And then I'm gonna stay where I am. That'll end my turn.
Cerulean's gonna be Cerulean. She's gonna stay where she's at and try and shoot it. She'll hit. For 5 points of damage. So she'll bury an arrow in right next to the one fired by Mordecai.
Back to me?
No, Kerrigan.
Oh.
Kerrigan is going to attempt to stay exactly where he's at after having gotten squashed. He's going to attempt to hide. While the ogre's been distracted by whatever that sound is, he's going to attempt to just hide in the mud at his feet.
So it looks like technically he didn't have to, like, the will save wasn't required for the initial cast, but it would have been required for being interacted with by Cerulean.
I'm not rolling 2 die, I'm rolling a die. I'm just rolling to hide. Okay. So I know that number. We'll find out whether or not it worked on the monster's turn. Mordecai.
So I'm gonna pull out my longsword. Oh wait, he's
Next to you.
but with him turned around, if I moved away, I would still invoke an attack of opportunity because he's distracted.
If you attempt to leave the square you're in next to him, yes.
Okay.
Combat standard ruling, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna take out my longsword and I'm gonna take a whack at him.
Okay.
And 24
Hits.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay. You take your sword and slash into his side, and you see a chunk of his flesh carve off and fall to the ground at your feet. The rot and decay just obvious as it hits the ground.
Technically, the ogre gets another will save against my ghost sound for every interaction.
It no longer hears anything behind it.
Or it no longer believes it.
Or it no longer believes there's anything behind it.
So he's gonna turn back around.
He is. He is going to turn
And
back
not walk
around.
away like I'd hoped he would and leave Kerrigan alone. Kerrigan alone. Keratin.
Spot check.
Huh?
Damn. Just needed him to believe it through your turn. And then it would have gone after the 8 humans it thought was running away the other direction. And Kerrigan wouldn't be close to dead.
Well, I'm just hoping Kerrigan's hide concealed him in the mud.
It looks like it did.
That's good.
He's just gonna lay there, dying.
He's got 1 health. I mean, eventually he'll recuperate
Eventually.
in the mud.
He'll just feel like he's dying. So instead he's gonna turn around and he's gonna attempt
To
hit
whack
the
me.
thing that just hit him. 17?
Nope.
Uh,
Thank goodness for that.
Duquesne.
Damn trees. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I have a hard decision to make.
I get right behind Kerrigan. Even dropped my crossbow as I was running. Long spear, reach. Over Kerrigan, stab him.
Okay.
$19.
Hits.
For 10 points.
So you stab your
Long spear.
long spear forward at the zombie's face. Dig into an eye socket and retrieve your long spear, and out comes an eyeball along with it.
Ugh.
The undead creature roars. And that takes us over to Nemo.
Okay. I'm gonna approach this guy. Or girl. And I'm gonna touch him. Reach out and touch somebody. And I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds.
Since you did say zombie out loud.
And it's gonna do 5 points of damage.
Okay.
That was my tough choice. Do I hurt it or cure Kerrigan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can cure Kerrigan, but he's still laying prone in the mud in front of a freaking ogre, so I guess I should probably take care of the ogre first.
Alright, so Cerulean is going to shoot at Mr. Ogre. Cerulean is going to miss Mr. Ogre, I think.
Mr. Ogre, you're the one.
No, she's going to hit. I was adding the wrong bonus.
D&D so much fun.
So that is 3 more points of damage.
She has a short bow.
She does.
Okay.
She does.
And, Kerrigan's gonna stay hidden in surprise rounds right now.
What?
He's gonna stay hidden and reserve his action. He's gonna hold action and stay hidden.
I have no way of knowing that because my plan was to pull him out.
I understand you have no way of knowing that.
Is he hidden from us too? That way he can't pull him out?
He'd have to do a spot check, like...
Can you find
Right.
Kerrigan?
I went
to
running
pull him
towards
out?
where I thought he would be so I could pull him out, and to my perception, if I can't find him, he just sank.
Pretty much.
Laying in the mud.
I did well. I don't know what his high check was. My spot's a 20.
He wins. You don't see him.
Okay.
Nice.
But it is Mordecai's action.
Alright, I'm going to take another swing at this ogre. And 20
Hits.
for 9 points of damage.
This beastie's strong.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have a lot of hit points if he were alive.
The undead creature, you swipe at it, taking out the leg that seems to have been dragging, that seems like it might have been injured, and it falls down to one knee. Duquesne?
Magic missile to the face.
Okay.
And I don't have to roll an attack because it doesn't miss unless it has total concealment.
Right. It's just a D4.
+1.
Can't kill it 'cause it's already dead, but we can incapacitate it.
2.
We can cut it up into tiny, tiny pieces so that it can never be smacking Kerrigan around with a stick again.
I believe that is incapacitating.
Magic missile hits it like directly in the face. You blow a good third of its facial tissue clear of the skeleton. It's definitely looking fairly ragged.
Aim for the arm.
Nemo?
Okay. Nemo's going to take aim at the shoulder of the arm that is holding the ogre. It's a club, great club. The ogre's great club. And attempt to shoot it with his crossbow. It's a 7. No.
He
Is it? Yeah, it's a 7.
misses.
Damn.
At this point, it's looking pretty dead. It's looking pretty desperate. Kerrigan's hurting, but Kerrigan's pissed. He's gonna try and hit the thing from his fucking back. Laying there hidden prone on his fucking back, he's gonna try and hit this fucking thing.
You're only
First, use
-2.
the word fuck.
Hey, I hit him.
Sneak attack.
Can't sneak attack undead.
Unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. I poke at thee.
I poke at thee. Poke at thee.
Can't
Stab it in the knee.
99 arrows, but my knee took one.
And then Cerulean shoots at it and hits it. Putting an arrow through the eye socket that still contains an eye. And the undead contraption falls backwards in a pile and ceases to move.
Yay!
I want to remove its head. Double tap. You never know with zombies.
Fair, you remove his head.
Just don't run around wearing its skull like
Yeah,
Jamie.
no.
Oh, Lord. Did he do that?
Jamie did.
Oh,
As the
lizard.
No, you were there for that one, the Halloween special when we took out. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
He came back
Baldridge
and
was
Draco
played
Lich.
Baldrid for our Halloween special that year,
Yeah.
and we took care of a Black Draco Lich.
I don't think I was there for that.
You might not have been there for the culmination of it, but you were there for part of it.
Okay.
Because we were like, hey, how did you stumble out of this weird mist and into our...
Remember the
Right.
the dream walking you
Yes.
did?
Yeah, that was the encounter with the Draco Lich at the top of that tower.
Okay.
And it was the Draco Lich's skull that Leona then started wearing like Cubone or Marowak Pokemon. Yeah.
Was she trying to say that was her mother? She was
so-
Took it off to put on her diadem.
200 experience each.
nice. I don't know what the level 2 cap is.
I'll pull it up in a second.
I'm at 12:30.
Me too.
I'm at 5:35. Woohoo!
You got this, Duquesne. We believe in you.
I will level up and get one more 0 level spell.
Kerrigan votes that we make camp right where the fuck we're at.
Can we get away from the stench first?
Can we find
That's my only...
dry spot of land to build
Who's
a fire?
carrying me?
I'll do.
I can heal you.
I'm not big enough.
I can heal you. I have ranks in heal.
Third
That's
level is 3,000 XP.
How much does Kerrigan weigh? Because I'm not that strong, but I'll carry him.
I could carry him.
He's a halfling.
I have a 12 in my strength. I actually kind of need to know, or it's going to be a struggle.
I have an 18. I can carry him.
Kerrigan weighs all of 39 pounds.
He's under my lightweight. Okay.
Alright. Also...
With all of his gear, he weighs maybe 50.
Then he's medium. I can't run. I can
Nick,
handle
for
it.
you and I, our max class skill ranks went up to 5, and our cross class went to 2.5.
Okay. Sweet.
Alright, so are we at a good stopping point for this week?
I think that's a good conclusion to camp and let Kerrigan not die. I don't think anybody else really took damage this week except for Kerrigan almost dying.
He was made shorter.
He's not dead.
No.
I'm happy. I thought he was going to be dead in one hit.
Tried to get that ogre to run off.
I tried to come get you, but you hid so well. You were at my feet, and I couldn't find you.
I didn't want to die.
I had such
She's
a
just
hard
playing in the
choice
mud.
there at the end because I have 1 first level spell a day because my bonus spells. And I have 2 first level spells that I know, and one is ventriloquism, so I could have thrown my voice to distract it again, or it was Cure Light Wounds. And then once I chose Cure Light Wounds, I had another difficult decision. I think I chose right.
You
did.
did. You did.